Hello, 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 and welcome to the Crystal Henry Show. I'm so excited. This edition is about the voices of women unleashed in justice, volume 2. We have some courageous authors that are backstage right now, and you will want to hear from them. We're continuing the conversation of what's going on, what's happening in Kansas City, Kansas on September 12th and 13th, and you don't want to miss it. We need you to go to Eventbrite and check out these wonderful events. The conference and the Red Carpet Awards Luncheon is what you want to be a part of. Now, I'm about to bring to the stage none other than the visionary of this book, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And y'all, there are whispers of Volume 3. What will God do with us next? Who knows? But for right now, I'm bringing to the stage none other than Commissioner Dr. Evelyn Hill. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello,
Hello,
hello.
hello, and thank you, thank you, thank you. What an amazing opportunity to share. Thank you, Coach Crystal, for you have been a dynamo in this whole journey of Voices of Women Unleashed in Justice. Thank you for your tenacity to get it done. We are super excited. We have got ladies from across the country that we have included in Voices of Women Unleashed in Justice. And today we will actually hear from some of these marvelous ladies. They did an incredible job. And I'm telling you, I'm just excited for what's to come. Thank you, Coach Crystal. We'll give it back to you.
Yes, yes. Well, let's start bringing to the stage some of our phenomenal authors. You will definitely love their chapters, their stories, their personality, their power, their tenacity, their resilience. Woo! All through these pages of Voices of Women Unleashed in Justice, Volume 2. So I first like to welcome to the stage author Stacy Chastain. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey.
Hi, thank you.
Next up, we have Shirley Brownlee, a great author in the Voices of Women Unleashed in Justice. Hello.
Hello there.
And next, we have Dr. Shirley Clark. Woo!
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. We get ready to have a good time today. Y'all done set me up.
And next, we have none other than Dr. Latanya Goodlow. Welcome, welcome.
Good.
Hey, ladies.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
hey. I'm so super excited because these lineup of women, their chapters are phenomenal. I want to start with Dr. Latanya Goodlow because she's in volume 1 and volume 2. So if you will introduce yourself and give us a little bit about your chapter and what it's about, go ahead.
Hey, everybody, and thank you guys for tuning in to the second Voices of Women Unleashed in Justice. What an exciting time to be a part of something. And my title is Surviving the Streets from Isolation to Inspiration. And so throughout the book, I will be, hopefully, God bless, I'll be in volume 3 as well. But I'm sharing my journey to being the blueprint of resilience. As you see, that's my tagline. I am the blueprint of resilience, but also showcasing just what God has done in my life and what God can do in others' lives. And so I'm excited to be a part of the book. I hope you guys enjoyed my chapter when you read it. It's showing a little of my personality and why I'm so spicy. But I thought I want to show a little bit of who I am and start allowing people to understand who I am and why I am the way that I am. And so I'm very excited to be sharing. And I'm so excited to have the platform. Thank you so much, Dr. Hill, Coach Crystal, and all the other ladies that came and are joining in and helping push this forward. You don't want to miss this. You want to be a part of what we're doing. If you're not rocking with us, what you doing? So I am so excited. I'm so excited, you guys. I have a treat coming up with the rest of the authors and everyone. I'm so excited as well to read volume 2. And so God has blessed us. God has blessed Dr. Hill to be a visionary. And, we just swinging on her coattails, hoping we can get a little bit of the overflow. But yes, wonderful time. Thank you all for your support, your love, and we bless you back as you bless us through our journey with this book.
Amen. Well, thank you, Dr. Goodlow. And you are such an inspiration in Kansas. And so you are a phenomenal woman. And thank you for your contribution, your double contribution for the last 2 years. Thank you so much.
You guys.
Next, I would love for Lady Stacy Chastain, if you will tell us a little bit about who you are, your chapter, and what it's about.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I first want to say that I am so grateful to be in the company of such amazing women. I'm very honored and humbled. So I am a mama to 6 adults who are pretty incredible people, and nanny to 2, soon to be 3 next week. We're really excited. 3. I've spent the past 17 years in human services, primarily serving individuals who are marginalized populations facing the many challenges of housing, employment, and other opportunities in their communities because of disability, recovering from substance abuse, and those who are justice involved. So I'm incredibly passionate about helping individuals to realize their potential, to see their value, what they bring to the table, and really to see themselves as the creator intended for them to see themselves. So my chapter is number 6, and it is titled Scenes from Jay Blake. This chapter is from deep, and really it's a testament to how, in spite of layers of trauma and facing the tragedy, the worst tragedy that any mother could endure, we can find ourselves in a place of walking hand in hand with grief, and yet still believing and trusting in the promises of God's goodness, not wavering that he has a good plan for our lives. It's also a reminder that his goodness is not predicated upon the many injustices that are often served to us at the hands of others and systemically. So my hope for readers is that after they've read this chapter, they find themselves leaning into the Father rather than leaning away in times of great sorrow and distress, and when facing things that are beyond their control. So really, that they walk away holding on to the promise of Romans 8:28 that says, for all things, even those bad things, even the traumatic things, even the things that hurt and bring us the most pain, work together for the good of those who love God and who are called to his purpose. And I believe that in this community, that describes every single one of us. And hopefully our readers will latch on to that and make that something they can really sink their teeth into and live by. So thank you so much. I'm super excited. And this is just a blessing and an honor. Thank you, Dr. Hill and Coach Crystal, and all you other ladies. I can't wait to meet you all in person. It's going to be amazing.
Thank you.
It's going to be so exciting, so very exciting. Thank you for your contribution to this great book, these volumes, these stories, and no story is alike. There's every one in both books is completely different. So thank you for your contributions. Yes. Next author, Shirley Brownlee, will you please share with us who you are, what your chapter is titled and about? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. My name is Shirley Brownlee. I am a prayer coach. I love traveling prayer with people. I love getting involved with what they want God to do in their life. I've been doing it for about 20 years, and I really love praying. Really love seeing people come on board and is willing to be consistent in praying. My title, and a little bit more about me. I have 6 children that all adults, and I have 8 grandchildren, and I'm madly in love with my grandchildren. My book is Sanctified Silence, Breaking Free from the Church Breed Injustice. I felt to write this and share my story because I felt that it's important to leave a legacy. It's important to leave something behind. And I felt like my story would help young women to understand there's a path out. And I wrote the book because I knew that inside my chapter, well, I am getting ready to write a book. That stimulated me to write a book. But I wrote the chapter because I felt like there were so many young women that feel trapped. They feel like they don't have a way out of being silenced. And in a way of being silenced, they don't feel like I have the approval of people to step up and speak. And I felt like being able to share my story, it would help other women to feel and know that they can be set free and they can walk in freedom. I think walking in freedom allows you to become what you were intended to be. And so that's why I shared the story.
Thank you so much for your contribution to Voices of Women Unleashed in Justice. You are making it a movement. I just need y'all ladies to know that.
Yes.
Next up, we have my mentor, Dr. Shirley Clark. Come on, tell us about your chapter, a little bit about who you are, and, just leave us hanging on the cliff. Go ahead.
You know what? Thank you all for having me in this book. The reality is, I didn't even know, Dr. Hill, that you all had a volume 2. I'm talking with Lady Christopher. Oh, we doing 2, and we got all these ladies already in it. I was like, oh, they left me out. So, I'm excited to be hanging out with such great voices like this, and they're so amazing. We are talking about lifting people's voices. It's not that we don't have a voice, it's the issue that it needs to be elevated. And so I'm Dr. Shirley Clark, believe completely in this, what Dr. Hill and her mission about this whole thing, because I came through the poor gate. And if there's anything that would keep you silent, is poverty. And so that was my gate into everything, my world, everything looked like that. So I'm a wealth coach now, life and success, business strategy now, own a firm with 6 major components, I'll say businesses under, they're all working together. And so when I heard about this, I jumped in on the 11th hour, I believe, not someone close to the 12th hour. I knew about volume 1 real good. So I'm excited to be a part of it, because this particular, actually, I did an endorsement for the first one, but this time I'm actually in it, writing that chapter, and it's called Unseen to Unstoppable. And if there's a way that you could definitely be unseen, is through the poverty gate and unheard. And God has now raised me up to be a global force to nations, and people wanted me to speak on their stages. So how do I get here? But what are the issues that silent me as a child? And so when I called Coach Crystal in my writing real quick, and I was like, I said, this was easy. I've been on the stove cooking this thing for a long time. So it was like, bam, I was done. I don't know, 30 minutes writing my chapter, because it's a part of who I am. I'm 66. So it didn't take me long. And I'm sure with all of you, your stories, it's part of your life. It's part of your history. And I've been wanting to give voice to it. I guess that's the best way I can say it, since I'm in a book that deals with Voices of Women Unleashed in Justice. And that's where I felt there was some injustice coming through the school system done to me. And this is what this book is allowing me to tell this side of my story for the first time, no matter how long I've been telling my testimony. I think it's been since 1997 or so. No, 2002 that I actually started telling my story about the poverty side. But this is the first time that I'm actually telling this particular story that no one fully know how I felt.
Wow.
Amen. Wow. Thank you so much for your contribution to the Voices of Women Unleashed in Justice, Volume 2. Now, Dr. Evelyn.
Yes.
You also have contributed to Volume 1 and 2. You're also the visionary. I want to just ask you a little question off to the side before you share your chapter and your information. How did you connect with the authors? I mean, because we're talking about 49 women in volumes 1 and 2. We're talking about 49 women that you have gotten together and gotten us to share our stories of injustice, hurt, pain, resilience. How did you bring us together? And we're talking nationally because we're coming from a bunch of different places and states and economic backgrounds and, racial areas. Just how did you get us together?
Well, that is a good question. Thank you for asking me that. I tell you what, I just think that the Lord absolutely led us into this whole thing. I have met people. I've worked both in corporate America and in the nonprofit sector. In the nonprofit sector, I have met so many women who have had so many challenges, but I met women with lots of challenges on the corporate side. And so a few years ago, I was working with a team that said, well, what do you want to say, Dr. Hill? What's on your mind? And my thing is justice. We need justice, and we need to do more than just one way of acquiring justice. So this way, at least women can share their voices. I've had a couple of people challenge me with maybe we need voices of men, or maybe we need voices of teenagers. I mean, I'm good with it, but my start was with women because I knew that I was raised with girls should be seen and not heard. So that there was to shut you down from a very early stage. And then when I got in different relationships, the men didn't want me to say that. We don't want you to say nothing. You just sit here, just, you look pretty, you look cute, and just shut up, So I just felt like it's time to give women a voice. And so this was so I just would meet different women. These ladies, each one of these ladies on here today, I met you and loved meeting you and heard some of your stories. And it's like, oh my God, this is an awesome story. We can put this in the book. Many said, no, I'm not a writer, don't really do this, but your voice needs to be heard. Your voice can encourage other women. So that's kind of where it all started from, just hearing other women that I could relate to, the pain of women that nobody gets to talk about. Many of the stories never went to the police department, never went to a judge or a courtroom. It was just life that had to be accepted. And then we saw God in his undescribable grace take us out of the mire and clay and set us in a high place. Only God can do that. So that's kind of where this stuff came from the Lord, just helping me get from my misery to this point in life when I can worship and praise him in the beauty of holiness.
Yes. So your chapter in volume 1 was Daddy, We Can Take.
I love that.
I know you had a different title until I got a hold of it, but you made me laugh in volume 1 and in volume 2. So tell us a little bit about volume 2 and just share that part.
Okay. And volume 2 is a case about domestic violence that I was going through at the time. And I was desperately trying to leave the house to go to church, and a bunch of different things was happening. And so the name of the chapter is called Face on Fire. That's the name of the chapter. And so, to make a long story and leave a cliffhanger, somebody's face caught on fire, and it wasn't mine. And it's interesting that the scripture says, do my prophet no harm.
Touch him. Don't touch my anointed.
Yeah, don't touch my anointed, and do my prophet no harm. And so I just say some things went down, and I didn't do it. I just so you
know. And again, like I said, I laughed on the first in volume 1, and I laughed again in volume 2. So I appreciate that. There's some things just God does. Now, yes. I'm also in volume 1 and in volume 2. And in volume 1, I've been stalked twice in my lifetime. So I wrote about my stalking incident and how the stalker got away. And so this volume, in volume 2, I talked about the salvation of God. Stand still and see the salvation of God. And I had an incident where I had to go to court and stand before the judge. And gratefully, all I had to do was stand there, and God orchestrated everything else, all things working out for my good. So you got to read that chapter, chapter 11 in volume 2. Now, ladies, I want to give you an opportunity to shout out to those of you that have supported you through this process and helped you. Go ahead and give a shout out. We'll start with Dr. LaTanya Goodlow. Go ahead and do a shout out, because I know you got a whole bunch of people to shout out to.
Yeah, I love y'all. But, first and foremost, God, his grace has been sufficient for me. So when you see me, you see grace and mercy. That's just what that is, flowing all around. And then secondly, of course, my husband, I love him, Mr. Goodlow. That's the man. That's all y'all need to know, is that the man. That's how I can do all these things, though, besides God. Honestly, my husband. And then I'm a grandmother and a mother. And so I love my children. They're so supportive, want to shout them out. But as someone said before, baby, my grandkids, the only thing might make me go a little backwards, touch one of hair on their head. But so shout out to my babies. Shout out to all of the ladies, writing and sharing your chapter. It's not easy, and Coach Crystal and Dr. Hill have got me to a point where I'm a little bit more comfortable sharing about me. You know what I'm saying? Because I realize it's not easy. So thank you for coming on board. And I just appreciate you all, and glory to God. And real quick before you go, there's a lot of hats that I wear. I want to point out one very important one. Construction business owner. You see this wall behind me? I'm a painter. I painted this. That's my work behind me. So I do a lot of things, but notice that paint job. No, but yeah, notice that. That green screen is all done by me. So when you need your accent wall, hit me up. But no, yeah. But God be the glory, and thank you all. It's only up from here. See you guys at the top.
And also, Dr. LaTanya, I want to give you an opportunity to shout out about your organization.
Yes. Ladies that lean, living excellently after negativity. It's kind of on hold right now because I'm kind of trying to figure the direction out, and I've decided to give a little bit of my time and energy to organizations that need my skills and my greatness, such as Justice and Equity Coalition, Sue Safe Haven. So there's a lot. I'm board chairs to both of those groups. But lady, it's still fulfilling Ladies That Lean's mission to be working in justice and to be working with women that need housing and women that are affected by incarceration. And so that's the big thing of what I am and what I do. But I also tie that into construction by teaching the trade of, labor and entry to construction to women affected by incarceration, because it really is a big part of what changed my life and allowed me to kind of keep moving up those levels, and even to here now being a business owner. So I do a lot of things, but Ladies That Lean, yes, living excellently after negativity, the lean stands for. Thank you for asking, Coach Crystal.
Thank you. Awesome. Stacy Chastain, give a shout out. Go ahead.
So, well, I first also have to say thank you, God, because without him, I definitely would not be sitting here right now. And then to Dr. Hill for just looping me into conversation and, just a space where all the stories, not just the one in this volume, but many stories just come flowing out when she and I are together. And I just really appreciate that. Of course, to my children, some of them have been involved in reading prior to submission, and I really appreciate their being able to read what I've written, that it impacts them as well, because they're a part of my story. And so I really appreciate their support. And of course, to my grandchildren, my mom, who probably will never see this because she's 88 years old and in a nursing home and doesn't see anything that's not on the old TV station in the nursing home. But and then I have an amazing neighbor whose name is Chris Ash, and he and his fiance Hannah have actually been really supportive in what I've been doing, and they've been kept in the loop this whole time. And I really want to shout them out for the encouragement and the support. They're incredible neighbors. You would not think that it would be some people who are actually younger than some of my older children who have really pushed me and said, hey, you know what? You really need to do this. You really need to write. You really need to share your story. And so I just really am thankful for them. And to Pastor Randy Burns, who listens to me on a weekly basis, shares stories, and who has been very supportive as well. So thank you so much. And to all you ladies, like I said earlier, I am so excited to meet everybody in person. And I'm excited. I'm excited. Thank you so much to everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Shirley Brownlee, if you will shout out and share.
Well, I want to give a shout out to Miss Hill, Dr. Hill, for encouraging me to do this. I want to give a shout out to my husband, Clondo Brownlee, wonderful man of God. I want to give a big shout out to my daughter, Felicity, for just encouraging me, almost pushing me to do it.
Her daughter, Felicity, was in the first volume.
Yes. I want to give a shout out to my daughter, Kira, and my daughter, Clarissa, and my daughter, Ebony, for encouraging me and sticking there with me. I want to give a shout out to just God, just his tender touch that he encourages us to go ahead and step over. I just wanted to share too about my prayer journey that I've been doing for 20 years. It's a prayer journey that most times we encourage people to take the 30, 60, and the 90 days. And we see so many miracles. We have seen so many miracles. And we have prayed for women and men all over the world. We have been able to pray with them, and not always on the phone, but texting it for 30 days every day. And so we have some wonderful stories on what God did. And I just want to give a shout out to God for giving me that idea, and then just being diligently, just continually to do it for 20 years. So
That's amazing.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Thank you so much. Thank you. And Dr. Shirley Clark, go ahead and give your shout outs, please.
Absolutely. You know, I love doing these shout outs. My folks already watching. I done hooked this thing. I said we done connected. We are already sharing the stream out here on Facebook, LinkedIn, and we live with all of this. And I've been working this thing and sharing it to a bunch of other pages. So I want to give a shout out to my Facebook family, my LinkedIn family, my Twitter family, and everybody else I can keep sharing it with. But, you know, I want to also give honor to my husband, who has always had that. I do the things that I do because he was there as a support system for me, for my business, to grow my business, to be able to travel and to speak and to be available, even to do the things that I'm doing now, even here. And so he's just been a great man of God. And I never pulled me away from the things of God, just stayed in the game with me. And so when I read stories, even myself, you know, read those stories from like Stacy and different ones in the book, my heart really bleeds because I know what they could have received and gotten even farther if they just had that one. But it's okay. They've been able to tell the story. God is able to restore. So my shout out is for all of you as well. Thank you for letting your voice be heard as well. And so my family always supporting me, my people like Lady Krista, my whole family that been a part of just encouraging me, the Jabez Prayer Network, my global partners and leaders, always there giving me and of course my sister Rosa and Elsa that have been here, always fanning me and supporting me in whatever I do. So listen, here's what I want to do, Lady Chris. If I won't get ahead of you, can I get some sales going? Can we just say I need everybody?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just get a little shout out on that and let everybody know. Listen, this should be made available. I think we should be able to get some pre-sales probably by next week. I'm not sure, but Lady Krista should be back to share that with us. Dr. Hill, does it look like next week we're going to be available for?
Yeah, I would sure like that to be the case next week.
Okay, great.
Good.
We can get it up for pre-sales, and then we want you all to help us become a best-selling author as well with this book. We want this book to be an Amazon best-selling author. So do it. So we need you, like I said, in homeland security mode. Get ready for this book and just look for it so you can help support us and the cause, letting people's voices be heard. Amen. Thank you, Lady Krista and Dr. Hill.
Thank you so much. I'm excited because, like I've said every time, make sure you prepare to support all of our authors. Please know that we want you to set aside a little funds for the ebooks so that you can make us best-selling authors. But not only that, I need you to buy like 4 or 5 books for the author that you love, the author that is in your life. I need you to get several books from them. And then what we need to do is, this is not just a book. It's not just a book of stories. It's not just a book of pain, but this is about healing. This is about deliverance. This is about getting the voices out. So in order to get the voices in places that don't know me, the places that don't know Dr. LaTanya, the places that don't know Dr. Hill, how we can do it and how you can help us is share, buy a book and give it to somebody. Buy a book and give it to a school. Ask somebody else who has a book club. Say, y'all need to read this. Y'all need to read this book and be a part of the conversation. Then another thing that I need you to do is, if you are going through domestic violence, get out. This book will give you strength to get out. If you have been molested or hurt in a way and you were so ashamed or too ashamed to say anything, get out. Go to the police department. That's what these stories are about. If you've been in poverty and you've been in pain and you don't know how to get out, reach out to one of these authors. We can help you. If you've been incarcerated, there is life after incarceration. Come on, somebody.
Yes.
I need you to understand the reason why we wrote this. The preface to volume 2 is about a murder of a young lady. Before any of the chapters even open up, a murder of a young lady that happens to be a family member of Dr. Evelyn. This is why we write. This is why our voices have been silent so long. The perpetrators, the pedophiles, the abusers, they want us to remain silent.
Yeah.
Because if we remain silent, they can continue doing what they want to do and be free to do it. But we want to end their freedom, and we want to help give not only ourselves freedom, but you freedom. We're the voices that maybe you couldn't scream or shout out. We are clearing our throats and giving you a voice. So please join us, and you can help us by buying a book and sharing it, setting it up in your book clubs, talking about what you read in each one of these chapters on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. That's how you can help us. You can talk about it on TikTok. You can share us and share our stories. We are breaking our silence so you can too. This is not just a book of lies. It's the truth, and it really happened. It really happened, and it happened to me. It happened to us. It happened to we, and so we're here, and we want to unite with you, and you can do that by helping us, by buying it, and by sharing. So I love you guys. I want to shout out to my wonderful miracle son, Jedi. I want to shout out to my friends, my mentor, Dr. Shirley Clark, my mama, who is also in this book at 85. I'm just so excited about her courage and telling her story. She was on the last live. And so I want to shout out to her. And I just would like y'all to be on the lookout. Get on Amazon and get volume 1. Get volume 1. And then we'll be releasing the ebook at the end of August for volume 2. And then buy volume 2 at the conference. Dr. Evelyn, tell us about the conference and tell us about the red carpet.
Okay, well, the conference is going to be off the chain. I've talked to Judge Candace, who is the first African-American female judge here in Wyandotte County.
Wow.
She is going to be there. We will have advocates from the police department, the district attorney's office, as well as MOSCA. So it's going to be off the chain. And then some of our authors will also be a part of the panelists. One is Raquel Laura, who shares her story. So we'll have others also, both from volume 1 and volume 2, and we'll be giving a couple awards on that day. And that is on September the 12th from 9 a.m. all the way till 1. We may get out a little bit early, so we're going to start on time. It's going to be off the chain. You as authors and entrepreneurs are welcome to set up a table and sell your products. If you would like, we will have that available to you. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, you wake up the next day, September the 13th at 12 noon, and we have this red carpet event called Queens of Justice, where we celebrate you, the
Wow.
authors. And we call it Queens of Justice because Esther was a queen. God allowed her to come from where she came from and be a queen. And she made a difference in her community. And that's what I believe each and every one of you authors do. You bring a difference. You make a difference in this community across the country. So we are excited about that. It's going to be totally different than last year's. I know Dr. Latanya Goodlow was at last year's. That was fun. It was good. But this year is totally different. So we're excited for you all to come. We are excited. It's going to be off the chain. We have people like Dr. Shirley Clark, who's coming in live from Dallas, Texas. We have Coach Crystal, who will be here. We have several other guests. My son, who is a musician, will have music on that day. So it's going to be live. We have a special tribute also, a couple special tributes. One is a song that was created just for Voices of Women Unleashed in Justice, a song. And so we'll have
Wait a minute. You skimming over that a little bit too fast.
Yes.
Y'all, we got a song.
Oh, for real. It's really an anthem. It's an anthem called Voices of Women Unleashed in Justice anthem.
Wow.
And so it is off the chain. I'm just saying. The first time I heard it, the chill bumps came up on, but then the second time I listened to it over and over again, and just tears just came. It's just undescribable. It is just awesome. I mean, I'm at all what God is doing. So we give him all the glory and all the praise. So thank you.
Thank you. So you've heard it over and over again from these phenomenal women. You'll be able to get the book on Amazon, but we want you to come to Kansas City, Kansas Community College Technical Center on the 12th and the 13th. Please join us live. The conference is $25 and the red carpet event is $25. What you're going to get is so phenomenal. And you'll also be able to get the books from us. They'll be $25 as well. Make sure you support these authors. Make sure you join the movement. And if you're looking for volume 1, it's on Amazon, Voices of Women Unleashed in Justice. And so go ahead and get volume 1 so you can be prepared for September 12th and 13th. And I just thank y'all. I thank God for what he is doing. I thank God for putting us and bringing us all together and giving us the courage to pour out to you all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing. Please share. Thank you for your comments of congratulations and encouragement. Thank y'all so much. I am in awe of God, and I cannot wait to see you at the conference. And I can't wait to see how beautiful you're going to be on the red carpet at the awards luncheon. So please make sure you join us. You can get both of those tickets on Eventbrite, right? Get them on Eventbrite. Look for the Voices of Justice Conference and the Queens of Justice Red Carpet Awards Luncheon. We're unleashing everything and we are shining bright. So make sure you join us next time. I love you guys. Also, I'm going to try to get some of these great authors to get on Dr. Evelyn's podcast as well as my podcast so we can share just a little bit more. So be on the lookout for the next few weeks as we gear up to our conference and our our awards. Dr. Shirley, I'm going to let the other authors go. Dr. Shirley is an endorser, so I would like her to tell
No. I was just going to say Dr. Shirley lied too.
Oh, okay, Dr. Shirley. Okay. But I also want to ask you why you endorse this book. So I'm going to let the other authors go and give you a moment to tell us. Bye, Dr. Goodlow. Bye, Lady Stacy. Thank y'all so much. All right, Dr. Shirley, if you can tell us, because you endorsed the first book and then now you wanted to be an author in it. So tell us why you endorsed the first one and then why you decided to jump in the second one.
Absolutely. I've coined it, who I am now, a life and business success strategist. And, my history came through the gate of poverty and illiteracy. And my dad was illiterate, alcohol. My mother had a sixth grade education. But the reason I endorsed this book, it was because it now, as a 66-year-old woman, and that's now been doing great things in the marketplace and learning. I've written over 50 books and also being a thought leader. And now people pulling on me. I recognize the importance of that. We have a tool like Dr. Evelyn has put together that will allow for various voices, because what happens is we all look at our world sometimes, and we build that, how you said, that kingdom, or that we put a stake there. But Dr. Hill has heard from God to give voices to all streams, variety, a myriad of voices, different backgrounds, and tell us that there are voices that need to be heard from every sphere of life, the seven spheres of influence. So I acknowledge it because we are all good at what? Navigating and creating opportunities where we just based on our experience at home. I was involved in domestic violence. So I'm going to create some kind of organization that help women. But Dr. Hill has given a voice and not to the one issue of abuse or injustice. I endorse his book because it gives people a variety of voices. People need to be heard. I have served as the senior editor because of the impact, because I work with book authors. I have over 400 books under our imprint and all that we do in the literary world. And so you hear one voice on one side, but this tool, to me, it really is a tool that everybody needs to pick up, and not only just buy one, 5 and 10. You know why? Because every time I sit in the room with a group of ladies, it used to be 1 out of every 3. No, it's almost, 3 in the room. It's like 3 by 3 every time you're in a room. People have been abused. And Dr. Hill is giving the voice to all the variables of abuse. So thank you, Dr. Hill. So that's why I endorse this book. It's not just about domestic violence. It's not just about what you said, the stalkers. It's just not about, all kinds of, you survived breast cancer. It's a voice of a variety, and it touched the fabric. I think of the Joseph color, a coat of colors.
Yes.
This is what this book is. It represents the coat of many colors, and that's why I really endorse this book. It's just not about one thing. It's giving a voice to a variety, all of the things that are really just have ripped and torn at the fabric of that Joseph color, coat of many color. And now she's bringing back the pieces and allowing that coat to be whole again.
Yes, I love that, because I think about the justice has no color.
Wow.
Injustice has no color. So every nationality, race, creed, level of financial ability or lack thereof is represented in these 2 volumes.
Exactly.
And so I had to tell my story. Looking at me, who would have thought I'd been stalked twice? And you look at the beautiful pictures on the back of both of these volumes and you say, they don't look like what they've been through. And we don't. But now you can hear, you'll be able to hear our voices. You'll be able to meet us. You'll be able to share with us our resilience. And so come and join us at the Voices of Justice Conference September 12th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Make sure you join us.
Yeah.
If you got to drive in, there's a lot of places that you could drive from. You can come in from Memphis. I'm coming from Texas. We've got people coming from Minnesota, Milwaukee, Oklahoma City. So join us. Join us in
Mhm.
Kansas City. And then not only that, but we want to celebrate the voices. So the
Yeah.
Queens of Justice red carpet luncheon, it's only $25. Y'all, buy a table. Bring
That's
some
right.
ladies.
I was gonna tell you that.
Get the
Talk
whole
about
table.
that.
Get the whole table and invite some of your friends, some of your sister friends, and dress up. When do we have an opportunity to look cute? I try to look cute all the time, but hey, I'm gonna be extra, extra cute at the red carpet event. So make sure you join me. Pull out the ball gown, pull out the bling, and join us as we celebrate one another. It is going to be phenomenal. You don't want to miss it. And the cost is not backbreaking. So join us, and it's gonna be good. What you're going to get for these $25 is going to change your life. It is going to change your life. You're going to be able to network with some amazing, phenomenal women. There's most of these women are either in corporate or business or entrepreneurs, multiple serial entrepreneurs. So make sure you connect with us. Bring your business card and just bring your ears and your heart and
Coach
join us.
Crystal, thank you so much. I got to say this. I thought I knew how to dress until I got around Dr. Clark and Coach Crystal. Y'all I was like, okay, I got to go home and revamp. So now I understand better what that looks like. So I'm trying to.
And look, everybody need a mentor, though. Everybody need a coach.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna wear it. I am going to wear it. And and we can sit here and laugh. The thing about God is God God has a sense of humor, and God loves to hear his daughters laugh. And laughter is good
Yes.
for the soul. So just because we've been through something in our past does not mean we cannot heal and laugh and rejoice and come together in love. So also remember that there is healing on the other side of your trauma. There's healing on the other side of your pain. So know that. And we want to celebrate you. We want to love on you. We want to pray for you. So meet us in Kansas City, Kansas Community College Technical Center, September 12th and 13th. Bring your friends, bring your family, and join us. Join the movement. Join Volume 3, because we keep hearing about Volume 3. So if you want to write in Volume 3, write in Volume 3. And I will be doing a class during the conference time. So y'all check that out. I'll break off some information next week for that as well. So thank you.
Because Chris, before you go, I just want to make sure that I know you're trying to close out, but listen, I just put in a comment on Facebook, a donate page of mine. I want to ask for someone that's listen. We learned don't count nobody money but your own.
Right.
I would love to have a billboard in downtown Square with these ladies. So if you would like to sponsor that billboard, with a couple of them is $5,000, and so there is my information there. I just put it there. You can do a donation and tell me that this is for the Voices Lady, because we can only do 5 on each board. So if you would like to sponsor 2 boards, let me know. And so this, matter of fact, just go and hit the donate button and then say what it's for. And then we'll work it out for the ladies to get there downtown. And we want to make sure the ones that can get there and say that they need to have a ticket, we'll work all the back. But thank you for I know that you have not because you asked not. And I believe these women need to be blessed and highlighted there in New York Times Square. And so if you can donate at least 5,000 or get us 2 boards, 10 people, at least ladies, will be able to get there. Now, if you want to do everyone, I don't know if all can get there, but certainly we are always welcome. You can make a $10,000 donation. I have a 501c3, so it's there. It's up to date, $9.90. And so you have no problem. I will be able to give you that receipt so you can write it off corporate. So if you're looking to donate, we want to make sure that you have the right things, information. So please go there. $10,000, you can donate that as well towards that cause. I know some of you, Christmas is coming up. So you want to make sure you're in the right place. And listen, for some of you business people, you just want to give as well. We want you to go there as well. And so because that's a business write-off for you. You got to understand, even all of this stuff becomes business write-off. When you're in these industries with personal development, your coaches, all the other entrepreneurs, let me give you your language. Because I don't buy books anymore. I buy textbooks. I buy books that help me with my business. So every time I buy a book, it's a write-off. Coach Chris, can we just teach you?
Yes, come on.
It's never about you just get stuff anymore. If you're an entrepreneur, it should be about you being able to write off. Because these books are helping not just them, but it helps you. If it develops you, then it's a tool for operational.
Yes.
So help us out.
Absolutely.
So $10,000, you can definitely, we can have multiple, more than one, two boards. But go ahead, Dr. Hill has a lot. God's going to want her to travel. Some of the people are going to need to travel with her. This is really, I believe that I know when God releases her, she's going to need to travel with this. She's a commissioner. And we need people like her in the justice realm, taking this to the highest level, saying these are the voices of the ladies. This is not just this time. It's really a futuristic movement for her to be leading this, someone in her realm. And then to have the mayor of Kansas City to endorse and give the foreword to the book, along with another businesswoman in the area that's had businesses downtown. I had an online shopping network and things like this. People, and then she has attorneys. These are people that have voices, that understand that this is an incredible tool and it needs your support. So definitely we are looking for you to just, so you said, well, Dr. Clark, I just have $100, $200. Absolutely, we would take that as well. I promise you it will go to them. As Dr. Hill and her team will acknowledge it. So you will get something from her, me, as well as she will acknowledge that and thank you as well. And what we would like to do anyway, we want anyone that gives anything from $1,000 or more, we want to give you something, some type of, you'll see some award or something. We will get something to you to acknowledge that as well. So back to you, Coach Crystal.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Shirley. I appreciate that. Dr. Evelyn, any final words before we get off?
I'm just excited, and just a shout out to Jesus just for remembering his daughters. I'm just so grateful. We are his daughters, and he did not forget about us. So thank you. This has been fabulous. I'm
Yes,
looking
it has.
forward to us all being together, and we get to hug each other's necks. I'm looking.
Yes. Well, thank you all for joining us. God bless you, and we'll see you next time on the Crystal Henry Show. God bless. Bye-bye.
God bless.